Okay, now everything's working there. Built-in output, built-in microphone, internal microphone. Okay, now can you hear us?
Can you guys hear me now?
Hear you.
We had to go out of the meeting.
We were so excited. I have a mic and we're trying to make it
We have
work.
a new microphone.
And we thought we had it all set up because all of the lines are moving, but nothing's happening. So I
Before you were not even the main character.
will just use the same speakers as last week. I hope you guys can hear me, and then we'll try to decipher the mic.
How about next week, maybe somebody please come like 10, 15 minutes early. We can try to test the mics. Because it's gonna
I did.
Yeah.
We thought we had it working because we did all these tests and it
shows that it's working perfectly.
Yeah.
But we couldn't hear you guys either.
Yeah, which was strange.
You want to try to plug these in and see if it works?
I don't have time.
Or you're done.
I have
Okay.
1 minute.
Okay. Next week.
Sorry guys. Next
No,
week.
no, next week.
Okay.
And after the first of the year, there's no class next week or the week after.
Oh. Well, thanks for
You're on top of
thanks for
things.
letting me know. Because I'm totally good at checking my emails.
Have
All
fun,
right,
guys.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry about that, guys. Just a little
No,
technical
that's all right.
difficulties. Trying to make things better, but you know it's always a challenge.
And that's
All
not
right.
only one. Nancy has trouble too.
I hope he comes back into the room because I kicked everybody out. So hopefully he'll be back in a minute.
All right. Just the three of us, huh?
Right? Like I said, I hope I didn't really kick anybody out and they think the meeting is over. So I hope that they come back.
No, they'll try and come back.
Good. Okay, so how was it last week with the music? Should I just do a little quiet music again? Did you guys like it, or would you rather have just?
We couldn't hear it, so just do it without it.
Okay, no problem.
Do it without it.
You know, if it was like just showing up once in a while, it's probably just better to be without. And if you guys want to, you know, if you have a Pandora or some other streaming service, you can always type in like meditation music and just put that on. And that way you can hear me and you can still have nice relaxing music in the background.
Okay.
I'm gonna mute you and we'll get started.
Okay.
Good.
Sorry about the technical difficulties again.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, good.
And I think, okay, cool. I think everybody is quiet. We can get started, guys. If you have some blocks in a strap or a belt, bring it close by and we'll get started. Whew. So today, guys, how about we start off, let's lay down on our mats and we can just hug those knees into our heart. And allow our lower back to meet with the earth. And just start to close your eyes for a moment. You can gently wiggle from left to right for a little massage. Or if you like to, we can already start to make some circles in the sky with those knees, just grabbing onto the knees and pretending like we have a little paintbrush right between the knees and we're just painting a little circle in the sky, massaging our lower back, massaging our hips. Breathing the entire time, relaxing the back body onto the earth. And when we're feeling ready, let's reverse that circle in the opposite direction. Just making little tiny circles if we want to focus on that tailbone, and making bigger and bigger circles if we want to focus more onto those hips. Whichever massage feels better for you. Let's just make one more circle and then we'll come back to the center. We'll drop the feet down And then we're gonna separate our feet to the edges of our mat, and we're gonna separate the knees. And you can take your arms out. You can take your arms out like a T, or you can bring your hands to your belly, whatever feels comfortable. We're just gonna move the knees from left to right, like little windshield wipers. Inhaling through your center and exhaling as the knees are coming down. Inhaling through the center and exhaling as the knees are coming down. We're just moving from left to right, taking your gaze in the opposite direction of the knees. If the soles of your feet want to peel off the mat, allow it to happen. It's perfectly fine. Don't worry yourself about your knees touching the ground. They're just gonna hover above. Inhale through your center and exhale in your gentle twist. Inhaling through center and exhaling the twist. Just moving to your own breath into your own pace here. Let's do one more. And on the last one, we'll hold each side. So go over to the side that you started on, drop the knees in that direction, and look at the opposite hand. And just hang out for a moment. Allow gravity to take over. Breathing gently through the nose if the sinuses allow it, of course. Otherwise, we're just letting our breath flow any other way. And one more breath here. And when we're feeling ready, let's flip the knees over to the other side, and we'll take our gaze in the opposite direction. Taking a few breaths here. Relaxing, sinking into your mat. Nice deep breaths. When you're feeling ready, come back to the center. And from here, excuse me guys, we're gonna hug those knees into the heart again so our lower back can touch the ground, and we're gonna reach the feet into the sky. We're gonna grab onto that right leg, and we're trying to grab between the ankle and the knee. So if you're holding onto the back of your thigh, it's a good idea if you have your belt to just use your belt here. So you can relax your shoulders, you can relax your neck, and that leg can just reach into the sky without any effort of you trying to kind of come up and strain that upper body. So if you have a belt and if that ankle is really far away, go for it, grab the belt. We'll take a nice inhale at the top, exhale the left leg down towards the ground. It doesn't have to touch down. Inhale it up to the sky. We're gonna switch and hook that left foot into the belt and drop the right leg down. Inhaling up to the sky, switching sides, exhale, coming down with that left leg. So how should we decide how far to drop that leg? We should just listen to our lower back and notice what's happening there. If your lower back begins to peel off your mat as you're dropping that leg down, stop right there and then bring it back up, switching over to the other side. So we don't want to drop that leg all the way down to where our lower back starts to peel off. And for some of us, it might be possible to keep the lower back down and drop the leg all the way to the floor. But for some of us, we might start to round or arch those spines, excuse me, as the leg is coming down. So just pay attention to your lower back. Keep pressing it into your mat. Keep breathing. Inhaling to the sky. Exhale, coming down. Inhaling to the sky. Exhale, coming down. And if we like a little extra, we can gently tuck that top leg towards our face a little more, or if we want a little extra, then we can lift our head and shoulders up from the mat and bring our chin closer to our shin. And again, this is just an option if you're looking for extra work. If it's too much, don't worry yourself. Just hang out with your head and shoulders onto the earth so you're not straining and creating more tension if you already have some there. Which, let's face it, we all have tension in our shoulders, don't we? So we just want to relax them. Just a few more, guys. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, coming down. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, coming down. Awesome. Maybe just one more on each side. We want to finish up with that right leg falling down. So if you need to do one more, go for it. When we're ready, we'll reach both feet into the sky and we're going to put our belts to the side. And from here, you can take your arms out like a T, and you can keep your legs long, or if you need to, you can bend them a little, no big deal. We're just going to do some more twists, guys. Nice inhalation at the top, and then that right leg is going to fall over to the side, and the left leg is going to follow. We can look in the opposite direction. Inhale through your center, left leg leads, and finding your twist on the other side. Inhaling through center. Exhaling your twist. Inhale through center. Exhaling the twist. So I'm really close to the wall on this side, so I'm bending the knees. And this is kind of what it looks like if you are unable to keep the legs long. We just bend the knees. No big deal. We're still getting that same twist in the spine, which is what we're going for. The legs are just a little extra as we're rolling through center and keeping the feet apart. We're getting a nice little stretch on those inner thighs. And again, no big deal if you are bending those knees and just working on the spine. Inhale through the center, exhale in your twist. Inhale through the center, exhale in your twist. And don't worry yourselves if your shoulder comes off the ground a little bit, or if those legs are not completely coming flat to the ground. Just go as far as it feels right for you. We're just allowing gravity to help us here. Inhaling through your center and exhaling in your twist. And when we're feeling ready, let's do one more and we'll hold each side for a few breaths. So when you're ready, bring those legs over to the right side. And again, you can have your legs long, you can bend the knees, whatever feels right. And just look towards your left hand. Now, if your knees are kind of floating and this is uncomfortable, you could just make a fist and bring your arm underneath those legs. Or if you need a little more, you can bring a block underneath the legs, whatever feels right for you. Keep breathing. Keep relaxing. Sinking into the earth, into your mat, surrendering to gravity. Nice deep breaths. Just one more breath. And let's begin to move over to the other side. Bringing those legs over to the left. Again, you can bend your knees or you can straighten out the legs. You can bring a block underneath those knees if they're floating, whatever feels right for you. And again, we're just reaching out and looking in the opposite direction of those knees. Nice deep breaths. Just one more breath here. When we're feeling ready, we'll come back to the center. And if you like to, you can wiggle around a little bit from left to right, or you can make a circle or two with those knees, whatever feels right for you. And when you're feeling ready to come up, you can either roll over to one side and come up, or you can simply rock and roll it up, whatever is comfortable for you. And we'll just find ourselves in a nice comfy place where we're sitting up. I'm gonna turn this way, guys, so I guess you can see better, but you can face any direction that you like. Excuse me, guys. So we're just gonna bring the feet forward a little bit, and we're sitting on top of those sit bones. You can grab onto those knees. Excuse me, guys. And from here, we're just gonna take a nice breath. Inhale, reach your heart forward, and then exhale, we're gonna hold onto those knees and roll onto that tailbone and really round that spine. Tuck your chin towards your heart, and then inhale. Pull the heart through the knees. If you need to open up the knees a little bit, that's okay. And then roll it back. It's kind of like a sitting cat-cow. Inhale, reaching forward with your heart. Exhale. Rounding back, tuck the chin down towards your heart, look towards your navel. Inhale, looking up, chins up, hearts forward, and then exhale, round it back. Inhaling forward and rounding back. Awesome, guys. Just one more time. Nice inhalation, shine that heart through. And exhale, round your spine, pull those shoulder blades apart. And when you're ready, come back to your neutral spine. Awesome, guys. You can straighten out the legs and just give them a little wiggle here. And we're gonna flip over onto our mats. I forgot to mention, guys, as you know, always child's pose is here for us. So anytime you need a break, you can hop into your child's or truly any other posture that you enjoy. And, you know, you're home. So if you need to like sit on the couch for a second, that's fine too. So whenever you guys are ready, we're just gonna flip over onto our mat and find ourselves into a table. Our hands underneath the shoulders, our knees underneath the hips. We want to make sure we're not locking up those elbows where the elbows are looking, or the eyes of the elbows are looking forward. We want to turn the eyes of the elbows towards each other. So we're using our muscles here and not just resting into the joints. Tuck those toes under, guys, and let's press up to a downward dog. Press into those hands, press into those fingertips. Lift the knees up, tails up towards the sky, and let your heads hang. Shake it out for a little bit. And if you like to, you can start to walk the feet in one place. Beautiful, guys. Don't worry so much about having the legs all the way straight. It's more important to straighten out the spine. So if you need to, you can bend those knees a little and press your heart and your belly towards the legs. Again, if you like to paddle out the feet, stretch out the toes away from one another. Press each heel towards the earth. Awesome, guys. Just breathing the whole time. Beautiful. And when we're feeling ready, we're gonna spread our toes out on our mat as far apart as they can be from one another. And then inhale, reach those heels high, stretch the toes, and then press the heels down towards the earth. It's okay if they don't touch. Inhale the heels high, and exhale, bring the heels down low. Awesome, guys. When you're feeling ready, it's gonna be that right leg that reaches up towards the sky, and we're gonna step it forward, bring the left knee down. If your foot didn't make it all the way up to your left hand, just grab it with your right hand and step it forward. From here, we'll climb up to that knee, press those hips forward. Awesome. If you need to, you can use your blocks here, of course, or you could just hold on to your knee. Whatever feels right. So nice long spines, guys. Shine those hearts forward. Press the hips forward so you can feel that nice stretch on the left side. Awesome. If you feel like when you press forward, this heel is lifting up, this is a good sign that we can grab onto the floor or onto our blocks and wiggle that foot forward a little more. So when we press our hips forward, the knee is lining up with the ankle. Awesome. So just step that foot forward a teeny tiny bit. Beautiful. Nice. And just shine the heart forward here. Again, you can hold on to your knee, to your blocks, to your hips, whatever feels right. Keep breathing. We're getting ready for a twist. So whenever you're ready, we'll start to inhale those arms into the sky. And exhale, twist towards your right. You can split your arms. You can bring your hands to a prayer in front of your heart. Or we can go for the deep twist where our elbow touches the outside of the knee. And we press the hands together in front of the heart. If this is too much, don't worry. You can always hang out here, split arms, hands to the heart, one hand on the hip, one hand on the knee, whatever feels right. So excuse me that I'm turning my head in the opposite direction. I just want you guys to hear me. But what you want to do is keep twisting and try to see beyond your right shoulder. Keep breathing. Awesome, guys. When you're ready, let's unwind. Turn back to center. Inhale the arms up. You can look up to your fingertips if you like. And exhale, bring it down to your mat. Bringing your right foot with the left. Finding a plank. Shift the body forward. Shoulders on top of hands, nice long lines. We can have the knees up or down. It's up to you. When we're feeling ready, we're sinking down. Elbows hug the ribs. Scoop up like a cobra. Pressing back towards your child or straight into your downward dog, whatever feels right. Tuck those toes under, find your down dogs. Let your heads hang. Walk out those feet if you like. Taking a few breaths and preparing for the other side. When you're feeling ready, we're gonna reach the heels up again. Nice and high, stretch the toes, and then press the heels down. One more time, reach the heels up, stretch your toes, and press the heels down. When we're ready, it's gonna be the left leg, reach it into the sky. Shifting your body forward, we're gonna step that foot through and bring the right knee on the ground. Again, if your foot doesn't make it all the way up, not a big deal. Just lean onto that right hand and wiggle your foot forward, or you can always wiggle your right leg back, right? Whatever feels right. We're just trying to line up the knee with the ankle, and we're trying to press those hips forward. Beautiful, guys. Again, you can always hold on to your blocks or hold on to your knee or your hips, whatever feels comfortable for you. Shine those hearts forward. Maybe it feels right to bend back a little bit too. Listen to the body. Nice deep breaths. When we're feeling ready, we'll start to inhale those arms into the sky. And exhale and twist towards your left leg this time. So you can split the arms. You can bring the hands in front of the heart. Or again, if you want to go into that deep twist, this time is the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. And we're pressing the hands in front of us and trying to twist a little deeper to bring the hands closer to heart center. If this is too much, don't worry yourselves. You can always hang out here, one hand on the knee, one hand on the hip. And again, we're trying to take our gaze beyond that shoulder. Awesome, guys. Keep breathing. Just for another moment. When we're feeling ready, we'll start to unwind. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, coming down. Left foot with the right. Finding your planks. Moving the shoulders on top of the hands. Nice long line through the body. Again, you can have knees up or knees down, whatever feels right. When we're feeling ready, we're sinking down. Elbows hug the ribs. Untuck the toes, scoop up. Exhale, press it back. You can hang out in your child's for a moment or rest in your downward dog. Whatever feels right. Take a moment, relax. Take a few breaths. When we're feeling ready, if you're not in your down dog already, tucking those toes under and taking your tail up towards the sky, letting your head hang down, walk those feet out for another moment. When you're feeling ready, press both heels down. We're gonna take the right leg into the sky, reach up high. This time we're going for warrior one, guys, so we don't have to reach the hands. Step in the middle of your mat. Bring the back heel down, gently, gently rise up. Find your way up to a warrior one. So all the toes are looking forward, little bend in the front knee, and the hips are square to the short edge. We can have the hands on the hips, hands in front of the heart, or hands into the sky. Relax your shoulders. Keep breathing. Press into your left heel. We should feel a nice little stretch in the back of our left calf. If it's not there, we can bend the knee a little deeper. Awesome, guys. When we're feeling ready, we're gonna start to drop those arms behind us. And we can either intertwine our fingers and straighten out the arms, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Or if this is a little bit out of your reach still, we can grab our belts and separate our hands a little bit. So we would separate the hands a little bit so we can squeeze those shoulder blades together and make the arms straight. So if you like to use your belt, shine your heart forward. Keep breathing. When we're feeling ready, we're gonna start to straighten the front leg. Try not to lock the knee, keep it soft. And from here, we're gonna start to hinge forward and fold over that leg. Now you can hold on to your arms if you like, or of course you can let them go and touch your blocks or touch the earth. Keep breathing. We could be halfway down, or we could be all the way down. You decide. Stay for another moment. Keep the knee nice and soft. We should feel a really intense stretch in the back of that right leg. When we're feeling ready, let's release the arms. So let go of your straps if you're using one. Again, you can touch the ground or touch your blocks. And from here, we're gonna bend the knee and we're gonna wiggle that back leg, back, 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 back until the knee touches down on the ground. Awesome, guys. So from here, you can just use your hands or use your blocks, whatever feels right. And we're gonna take the right leg and wiggle it towards the right edge of our mat, making a little space so our hands could be on the inside of the leg. Awesome, and we're just hanging out here for a moment. Keep breathing. We're gonna take another twist, guys. So we're gonna step onto a block or onto our mat with our left hand, right hand onto the right knee. We're gonna start to twist towards that right leg. And we can just hang out here. We don't have to go any further. You wanna make sure your elbow is nice and soft here. And you're twisting, trying to look beyond that shoulder. If anyone wants a little more, we can tuck those back toes under and take the knee off the ground. We can hang out here, right hand onto the right knee, or we can reach that right arm into the sky. Whatever feels right for you. If this is too much, you can always keep your knee on the floor, no big deal. Keep breathing. When we're ready, the arm comes down, the knee comes down. We're going to take our blocks and wiggle that foot back to the center. If you like to, you can use blocks still, straighten them up so they're nice and long. We'll press back and forth just a few times. Nice inhalation forward, block back with the blocks, straighten out the front leg, right toes to the sky. Gently walking forward, nice inhale here. And exhale, pressing back. Inhaling forward. And exhaling back. Awesome, guys. Maybe just one more nice inhalation here. And press it back. Reach through your tail, nice long leg, toes up to the sky, holding it for just a moment. And when we're feeling ready, we're gonna walk forward, step onto that right foot, and then allow it to travel back to meet with the left. Put your blocks to the side, walk forward and find your plank for a moment. Nice long line through the body, knees up or down, elbows are soft. Keep the breath flowing. If you're feeling ready to lift the knees, go for it. When we're ready, we're sinking down, elbows hug the ribs. Scoop up like a cobra. Pressing back towards your child or towards your downward dog and hanging out for a breath or two. Prepare yourself for the other side. When we're feeling ready, if we're not in our down dogs already, shifting the body forward, tucking the toes under, and reaching your tail towards the sky for that downward dog. Let your head hang. Walk out those feet. And when you're ready, we're pressing the heels down, and we're gonna take the left leg into the sky, reach up high. Let's step forward. You don't have to reach the hands, it's just warrior one. Drop your back heel down, gently, gently rise up. Awesome, guys, take your time. Again, all the toes are pointing forward, left toes, right toes are looking up to the top right corner, left toes are looking towards the center of your mat. We can reach those arms up, we can have the hands in front of the heart or hands onto the hips, whatever feels right. Shine your heart forward, press into that back heel. Beautiful. Keep breathing. When we're feeling ready, let's start to drop those arms behind us. And if you use your strap on the other side, just grab it for this side as well. We want to really squeeze those shoulder blades. You want to roll the shoulders back and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Really straighten out those arms. So again, if that means that you need to separate your hands a little bit, that's perfectly fine. Make those arms nice and long. Really squeeze the shoulder blades behind you. Shine your heart forward. Keep breathing. When we're feeling ready, we'll start to straighten out the front leg and start to fold forward. So maybe just a little, or maybe all the way down, whatever feels right for you. We're trying to press that left hip back so it stays nice and even with the right. Keep breathing. Of course, you can let go of your arms at any point. You don't have to wait for my cue. So if the arms have had enough, you can always release them to your blocks or to the floor. One more breath. Let's let go of those arms. Again, you can touch the ground or touch your blocks, whatever is comfortable. And we're gonna start to bend that front knee and wiggle that right knee back, back, back. So we're coming all the way down again, guys, and we're gonna wiggle the right knee back, back, back until our left knee is lining up with the left ankle, if that makes sense. Awesome, guys. And again, you can touch the floor here, or you can use a block or even two on your right side, whatever is comfy for you. We're bringing that right hand to the blocks, left hand onto your knee. Take a nice inhalation and twist to your left. Nice. Awesome, guys. And again, we're just trying to look towards the left, maybe take our gaze beyond that left shoulder, Whatever feels right for your neck. Keep breathing. If anyone wants to lift that if anyone wants to lift the right knee off the ground, you can. If you want to reach that left hand into the sky, you can. Again, everything is just an option. So if you want to keep the knee down and reach the arm up, of course, that's fine. Keep breathing. When we're feeling ready, we're going to start to come down, knees down, arms down. We're wiggling that foot back towards the center. And from here, we're going to stand up on the blocks, or again, you can just use your hands if you like. We're just going to press back and forth. So nice inhalation, shine that heart forward, and exhale, press it back. Toes are looking up towards the sky, nice long leg on the left. Press it forward, nice inhale, and press it back. And again, when I say long leg, guys, don't obsess over making the leg perfectly straight. We just want it to be nice and long, so we're feeling the stretch. If you feel more of a stretch on the back of your knee rather than the back of your thigh, then you know to soften up the knee a little more, because we're trying to stretch our muscles and not those tendons. So just being very gentle with yourself. Press it back and forth. Breathing the whole time. Inhaling forward. And exhaling back. Press it forward. And back. Awesome, guys. Maybe just one last one. And let's press it forward and just hold it here for a breath or two. Really shine your heart forward. Maybe even climb up to the knee with those hands if that's more comfortable. If you like a little bit more of a back bend, of course, you're more than welcome to hold on to those blocks or to the floor still, whatever feels right for you. Just one more breath. When we're feeling ready, we'll start to bring that left leg back with the right. Toss the blocks to the side. Finding your plank, shoulders over hands, nice long line through the body. Again, you can have the knees up if you're ready for it. If not, knees down is perfectly fine. Check in with your elbows. They're nice and soft. When you're feeling ready, let's sink down towards the ground. Scoop up like a cobra. Pressing back. Tuck your toes under and find your way to downward dog. Walk those feet out. Keep breathing. So when we're starting to feel ready, we're gonna walk those feet up towards our hands. We could do little tiny steps. We could do a big step or a jump, whatever feels right. We're walking up to the top. If we need to bend our knees a little so we can bring those feet closer to the hands, that's fine. Take a nice inhalation, exhale, and just hang down. Let your head hang, touch the ground if you can. If not, you can touch the opposite elbow and just hang out here. Keep breathing. If anyone starts to feel any uncomfortable pressure in their head, feel free to come up halfway to where your head is in line with your heart so you can avoid a headache or any uncomfortable feelings in your head, because sometimes when people turn upside down, it doesn't agree with them. So everyone is a little different, and we need to always listen to our own body. So just another breath wherever you are, whether you're hanging all the way down or if you're halfway up. And when you're ready, we're coming up to that halfway place. If you're not there already, let's just take a few breaths. Hands can be on the knees or shins. Spines are nice and flat, like someone could put a little teacup on top of us. Our neck is nice and long. We're not looking up and forward because we don't want to create a kink. We're looking down and just right outside of our mat. One more breath here. We're going to wiggle those feet close together. Knees together, feet together, leave a little space in your ankles. And when you're feeling ready, guys, we're going for that chair. Nice inhalation here, exhale. Sit into your chair, reach the arms into the sky. Relax your shoulders down and away from your ears. If you have tension there, you can always relax the arms and bring them in front of your heart. Keep breathing. Our tails are slightly tucked under. Beautiful, guys. Nice, strong legs. Awesome. Now let's reach the arms into the sky, and we're going to try to go onto the tippy toes, just lifting the heels a teeny tiny bit off of our mats. Awesome, guys. And then let's drop the heels down, and we're going to bring the arms so they're nice and parallel to the earth. We're going to sit back into a smaller chair and try to wiggle our toes off the mat. Awesome. Keep breathing, guys. When you're ready, step those toes down and reach into the sky. Reach up, bend back if you like. And then coming back to the center, release your arms. Just wiggle out a little bit. Awesome, guys. And from here, if you like to turn towards me or go long ways on your mat, we'll have all of the toes looking towards the short edge for a moment. And we're gonna turn our, let me see, I'm mirroring you guys, right? Okay, so left toes towards the short edge, little bend in that front knee. Take those arms up. Relax your shoulders, relax the face. Turning your gaze towards your left fingertips. Excuse me, guys. And just hanging out for a moment. This is our warrior 2. When you're ready, let's go through a little flow, guys. Nice inhalation here. Reach it forward with the exhale. Elbow or hand on the knee. Swoop your arm beyond your head. From here, let's reverse that warrior. Keep the legs the same, just the upper body moves. Now into triangle, guys. Straighten the front leg. Kick the hips back. One arm up, one arm down. Beautiful. Bending the knee again. Reverse your warrior. Back to warrior 2. Hold for a moment. Beautiful, guys. When we're feeling ready, one more time. Nice inhalation. Reach it forward. Elbow on the knee. Swoop your arm beyond your head. When you're ready, reverse the warrior. Beautiful, guys. When you're ready, straighten that front leg for triangle. Awesome. And one more time, bend the knee, reverse your warrior. Look up to those fingertips. And back to warrior 2, hold for a moment. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. When you're ready, release the arms, and we're gonna switch sides, bringing your front foot to become a back foot and your back foot to become a front foot. So a little bend in that knee. Hearts and hips are open to that long edge for warrior 2, guys. Nice level arms. Look beyond your right fingertips. Little bend in the knee. Awesome. Relax the faces, relax the shoulders. When we're ready, let's go through the little flow. Nice inhale here with the exhale. Reach forward, elbow on the knee. Swoop your arm beyond your head. Reversing the warrior. Keep the legs the same. Right hand up, left hand down. When we're ready, we straighten the front leg for that triangle. Kick the hips back to the short edge. One arm up, one arm down. Gently bend the knee again. Reverse your warrior one more time. Look up to those fingertips. Awesome. Back to warrior 2. Hold for a moment. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. When you're ready, on the next exhale, let's reach it forward. Coming down to the knee, swoop the arm beyond your head. Keep the legs the same. Reverse your warrior here. Right hand up, left hand down. Straighten out the front leg, kick your hips back. One arm up, one arm down. Beautiful, guys. Bend that knee, reverse your warrior. Look up to those fingertips one more time. And back to that warrior 2. Let's hold for a moment. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. When we're ready, release those arms. And we'll release the leg too, and we'll bring those feet a little closer. If you like to give your hips a little wiggle, if you want to shake out the feet for a moment, go for it. And from here, guys, we're gonna take the toes out just a little. This time they're looking away from each other. We're gonna bend those knees. We're trying to line up the knees with the toes. And we're trying to keep our spines, nice and long. So we're trying not to stick our buns back, but trying to tuck the tails under so the spine is nice and long. Right? So when we're ready, guys, we're gonna inhale the arms into the sky. And as we're sinking down, we're gonna make cactus arms. Awesome. We're sinking down as much as we can. Inhale it up. Exhaling down. Up to the sky. And coming down. 2 more, guys. And the second one we're gonna hold, all right? When you're ready, we're sinking down and hanging out here. Keep breathing, tails down towards the earth. If those arms get tired, feel free to make a prayer, hands on the hips, whatever you wanna do, or just give them a little shake, right? Keep breathing, guys, just for another moment. Awesome, and let's release. Whew. You can bring those feet a little closer and give them a little shake. Give those hips a little wiggle. Awesome, guys. And from here, we're gonna start coming down to our mat. We have just a few more minutes left. So today, sorry guys. Take a little drink if you like. I'm going to. So today, guys, we're gonna try a double pigeon pose. So it might be a little intense. Don't worry if you can't completely do it perfectly. We're just gonna try it out. So some people call it double pigeon, some people call it fire log pose. There's many names to it, but what we're trying to do is line up our shins one on top of the other. So how we start is by lining up the bottom shin with the long edge of our mat. Flex your foot, so your knee is nice and safe. Then we're gonna take the other foot, and we're just gonna try to line it up right on top of the other. So don't worry if your foot is not on top of your knee. Your foot can be in the middle of your shin, right? So it might feel a little funky here on the shin, but it's better than ankle on top of ankle, right? So we're just trying to get as close to the knee as we can. Those hips should really feel it. If they don't feel it, you can start to curl those fingers forward a little bit to make this more intense. Or you can try to line up the ankle on the knee and the knee on top of the ankle. Again, this is pretty intense, so don't worry if you're not perfectly aligned. Foot on the knee or knee on the foot, you can separate just a little bit and lean in just a little bit to go into that right hip. So if the right foot is on top, is the right hip we're feeling. We'll just take a breath here. And you don't even have to lean forward. If this is pretty intense, just sitting here, just enjoy, take a few breaths. And when we're ready, we're gonna start to come back up if we were leaning forward. And if we were not, we're just gonna start to switch feet. So take the top foot and bring it underneath. And again, the perfect alignment, let's call it, or whatever you want to call it, guys, would be that ankle on top of the knee. But we're all different, even not just from one another, but from left to right side. And you'll notice how, for me, this side is my really tight side. I cannot even get my knee close to the foot. So the way to modify is to just give a little space. Instead of lining the foot up on top of the knee, we're just going shin on top of shin. And again, if we want a little bit more intensity, we're leaning forward. And just breathing. And even if those shins are not lined up, even if you're like, oof, this is way too much, you can always just be in regular easy pose, leaning forward. You're still going into those hips and helping them. You guys are doing great. I can see the modifications. I love it. Keep breathing, guys. Don't worry yourselves. In time, we'll reach those perfect alignment places, right? We don't want to call them that. We don't want to focus on what could be. We want to focus on what is and just enjoy it, right? Just another breath, guys. And when you're ready, let's start to release. And we'll bring those legs out in front of us and just give them a little shake and maybe some windshield wipers for those feet. And maybe a little point and flex for those feet. Awesome, guys. And we just have a few more moments, guys. So let's lay down onto our mats. And if you like to, we can take just a breath for a little inversion, a little shoulder stand. So if anyone has full shoulder stand in their practice, go for it. But if you're not sure, these are our options. We could just lay down and bring the feet into the sky. It has the same effect as if we were lifted all the way up. Our feet are above the heart. If you want to go a little bit higher, but not all the way up, you can take a block and bring it underneath your hips and reach those feet up again. Or if you have full shoulder stand in your practice, we're just swinging the hips up and making a little kickstand. Ooh. Notice how my voice changed, guys. It's because I'm tucking my chin to the heart. Try not to do that. Chin's up to the sky so you can breathe. Beautiful. Don't look anywhere but up towards your toes. Keep breathing, guys. If anyone wants to drop into plow by allowing their feet to touch the ground beyond their head or just hover above their head, that's totally fine. If you're not ready yet, don't worry. Hang out in the option that you enjoy. And when you're feeling ready to come down, bend your knees, hug them towards your heart, and just gently, gently release yourself down back to your mat. If you have a block, just gently take it out from underneath you. Awesome, guys. And just for a moment, you can hug those knees in and give yourself a little rock from left to right. And when you're ready, we'll start to relax onto our mats. So just as always, guys, if you have any lower back issues and you like to keep your knees bent through our final relaxation, you're more than welcome to do that. If you don't, please release those legs all the way down and just relax your whole body. We'll close our eyes and we'll start to scan the body, relaxing our eyelids and our eyebrows, relaxing our forehead and the scalp. Relax your ears, your cheeks, your jaw, your lips, and your tongue. Relax your shoulders down and away from the ears. Allow your arms to just hang out next to your body. We can open our palms up to the sky for extra cosmic energy today, or we can flip the palms down to the earth so we can feel a bit more grounded. Whatever feels right for you. Notice your belly rise and fall with the breath. Notice your pelvis sinking into the earth. Your thighs relax, your knees, your calves, your ankles, even the arches of your feet and your little toes, just relax. We're sinking deeper and deeper into our mats, feeling more and more relaxed with every breath. When we're starting to feel ready, we can wiggle some toes. Wiggle some fingers. Start to turn our heads gently from left to right. And when you're feeling ready, you can begin to bend your knees. Allow your lower back to touch your mat. Hug the back of those legs and just give yourself a nice little hug, giving thanks to your body for bringing you to your mat today. We're just rolling around from left to right, giving ourselves this nice little massage. And when you're feeling ready to come up, you can either roll over to one side or you can rock and roll up, whatever feels right for you. Taking your time to come up, we'll find a nice comfy place to sit. We can sit on top of a block or a blanket. We can sit with our feet in, we can sit with our feet out. We can sit on the couch since we're home, whatever feels right. Just for a moment, guys, close your eyes with me. Relax your shoulders. Let those hands fall where they want to. And we'll just take a few breaths together before we end. When you're feeling ready, if you like to, you can join your hands in front of your heart center for namaste. Thank you guys for joining me today. Let me turn on sound. All right, hi guys, how was today? Could you hear me pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm so worried because in some moments I start to talk quieter just to relax you guys, and then I'm like, can they hear me? So I apologize about the beginning, guys. I thought we had it all down. I mean, we tested it, all the lines were moving like we were talking, but I guess no sound. So we're gonna do some more test runs, and hopefully next week you can hear me even more clear, like I'm in the room with you.
There's no class.
Any guys, any special?
No class.
Yes, no class. That's right. Well, when we come back, sorry guys, see what yoga does to me? It just completely empties my mind. So guys, thank you for joining me today. Again, yes. Sorry.
Happy Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you guys.
Enjoy the
Thank
holiday.
you to you as well, guys. And I will see you the next class, and hopefully then we will have no technical difficulties.
Okay. All
Thanks
right.
so much, guys.
Take care.
Have a good day.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.